Live. Let's see. We have beautiful humans joining us from all over the world. Just give it a minute until everyone comes in. Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome. We will just give a minute at least for other people to join. Everybody is joining now exactly at 6 p.m. Some people were on in the waiting room. You can switch on your videos. I think that will be more fun, so we can see your faces and we can see each other. So while you're preparing yourself, just make sure that you're muted and switch on your cameras. If you're in the bathroom or the toilet, don't switch your cameras. 1 second. We have one. We will pin Bostian. Bostian is our race director.
Hello.
And I am Alex. I am the moderator for today's webinar. Some of you might know, been doing these webinars for the past year or two. That's beautiful. Thank you for showing up. And
No sé, mijo.
yeah, so if you can make yourself mute so we don't have any interruptions during the presentation. So welcome, warriors. I think the first question will be, if you didn't practice or train, I think you should leave the webinar because it's a bit too late for coaching tips and nutrition advice and training plans, because that's it. It's 2 weeks from today. And, you didn't train, you didn't train. Maybe 2026, or you just show up for beer and live drops. First of all, so we get to know a bit
Alex.
more. Excuse me?
Maybe for the Obelix.
Yeah, for the Obelix. Yeah, you can show up for the Obelix if you don't train. So we get to know you a bit more. Can you comment in the comment section your flag? Where are you from? So we get an understanding where you're traveling from, where you're coming, because of everybody who is on this webinar tonight, they're actually running UTVV, except if someone changes their mind because they didn't train. So let's see. Venezuela. Oh, wow. Are you traveling, Mary, from Venezuela, or are you living in Europe? Because that's a long way to come from. Austria, Israel, Slovenia,
I live
and
in Slovenia.
Okay. Good. Romania. Beautiful. Marcus from Austria. Zan. And by the way, if I pronounce your names wrong, don't get angry at me. I'm not from Slovenia.
Jan.
Jan, Slovenia, Ireland. Hello. Jessica, Netherlands, UK. Hello, Patty. We might be on the same plane going to Slovenia. Austria. Beautiful. That's amazing. I love it. I love when I see people from different countries joining for, Bosnia, but from Slovenia. Beautiful. So a lot from Europe, Bosnia, Italy, Argentina, but living in Trieste. Argentina, well, can imagine for being from Argentina and traveling all the way. Well, we had last year 2 people traveling or more from Canada to run the race. So the second question, so we understand, you'll have a poll now, and please do answer. It's just one click. Don't be lazy. You're going to be running in 2 weeks. Click on the answer. So the question is it your first time running UTVV? Yes or no? And then after that, you'll have a second question. What distance are you running? So you'll see it in front of your screens right now. Okay, let's see how many people are running for the first time UTV. Oh, wow. 80, 79%. And distances, gladiator. Very interesting. Out of curiosity, did everybody train? If everybody trained for this event, can you put a thumbs up? If you didn't train, put the thumbs down. Cool. Let's see. So everybody thumbs up, I see. Yeah. Zan, thumbs up. Mary, amazing. So 45 people responded. 4 people that didn't respond. So we have 82% of you are running for the first time UTVV. That's amazing. That's beautiful. And 18% no. So and then let's see the distances. What do we have? We have Gladiator, 23%, and then Centurion, and then Emperor. As soon as you log on, please mute yourself, because then it's the experience of the webinar is not that great, you know. So Bostian Mikush, he's the race director of the race. He'll go through the race guide with you, all the checkpoints, all the food. If you have any questions, comment, you can write it in the comments, or you can wait until the end and unmute yourself and ask any questions you have. And Bostian will answer any questions you have. He knows everything about the race. Obviously, he's the race director. And Bostian, I'll leave it up to you.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for this introduction, and good evening to all of you who joined. Dobar večer vsem, ki ste se pridružili. I will speak today in English. I will try to speak as fluent as possible, but if you have any question also in Slovenian, just raise a hand. You can ask also in Slovenian, and we will answer in Slovenian and then translate in English so everybody can understand the topic. So for today, we are going to present for the first time a race guide of 2025, so the 10th edition of UTVV. It was just finished, I think, a couple of minutes before the webinar. So I'm gonna share the screen and go side by side through the race guide, talk about the topics. And please, if you have any question, comment in the message box, and then Alex, I think, will check the questions, and we will answer in between. So let's start sharing. If you have any specific question in the beginning, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll go. Just let me know if you see the screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Super. Okay, so this is the front page of the Race Guide 2025, 10th edition. And let's go on. This is actually 64 pages, starting with the Welcome Warriors, our story, Roman background. So it's very interesting because 83% of you are new on the event, so you are actually here to listen a lot of new things. So Roman background is our brand mark. Actually, as you see, also the logo with our helmets. We'll talk about then sustainable development, the strategy, then of course reason why to visit Paradise Valley, which is Vipava Valley, and so on, up to Obelix Hike and Wine. But I think that I didn't see anyone who ticked the box of Obelix Hike and Wine in this room. Maybe
they're drinking wine right now, so I don't think they want to see the race guide.
they're training still. Yeah, super. So here is the missing welcome, but will be added soon. This is our team who will welcome you actually in 14 days. I think also Anya Mikush and Anya Klanchnik is with us today. So if there is any specific questions, both of them can help me. So our story, I believe most of you know a bit of this. We really believe that every human being has a power deep inside to challenge themselves, and to break the boundaries and achieve extraordinary. And this is actually our main message to you. So we want you to challenge you and to push you to your very limits, and to become better human. And better everyday husband, wife, daughter, son, and so on. So all of our stories are about this. Then we connected this also with the Roman heritage, which is very rich in our valley. And you will see many Roman soldiers during the race, before the race, also for the first time during the race, because some of them will run with you in the real historical equipment. And also when you will finish, you will be greeted by the Caesar Theodosius and his soldiers. So starting with a sustainable development strategy, we are very proud that our team and actually all of the organizations take great care of sustainable. We want to minimize the impact to the environment, and you will be asked to do the same during the event. I won't go too deep in this in details, but yes.
I think just the page wasn't the right one. This one is the right one.
This is sustainable development strategy.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Maybe it's a bit delay. So we are talking about environment, local community, and the people, and we have a really strong support from the people from the local communities. And yeah, I advise you to read this page later carefully when you will receive the race guide course in your mailbox or on our page, on our webpage. So this is the greeting from Mayor of Aidovština. This is the greeting of Director of Institute for Tourism of Vipava Valley, which are our main partner in the area. Then some ads, 5 reasons. Not sure. This is maybe I will stop here. For the first time, we are partnering with Vipava Valley for the special award, and actually we will give the award. We will choose 2 winners of the 10 years editions who get the most points from 10 editions, and there is the specific policy, this system, pointing system. So the higher points goes to the Emperor winner, then Centurion winner, Gladiator winner, Legionnaire winner, and so on. I think it's already announced on the webpage, so some of you are, I believe, very on the top of the leaderboard. The one who is not the first time on the race, of course. But yeah, you can check this. It's very interesting, and let's say the updated results are already on the webpage, but the new result will be announced after the 10th edition, and this will be valid. And the winners will be greeted on the podium on Sunday. If we go to this timetable of the event starts on Thursday in 2 weeks. Thursday, 24th of April at 4 o'clock in Aidovština. This is the bib distribution open and it's open till 8 in the afternoon, in the evening. And then the next day, on Friday at 9 o'clock, starts also again the bib distribution in the sport center of Aidovština. And it lasts up to 9 p.m. in evening. But on Friday, the important hours are at 5 o'clock, the kids run start on Laurice Trg, which means the main square in Aidovština. And there is the 2 hours of competition for the kids. And after this, at 7 o'clock in the evening, the Emperor start. So the longest distance, the most powerful distance, Emperor 100 miler, start at 7 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and it's followed by Centurion at 11:30. So this is 1 hour later than last year, so 11:23 and half in Friday night actually. The next day on Saturday at 8 o'clock the Gladiator starts, and this is also worth to mention. Together with the Gladiator, also the Roman soldiers reenactors, the professional reenactors will start together with the Gladiators. For the 30K, we'll go, let's say, 100 meters together with Gladiators, and then turn left, the Gladiators will turn right. After the Gladiator starts, the true Legionar will start at 9:30, and they will start chasing the real Legionnaires who will be equipped in Roman equipment. So we will take care that almost everybody every runner on the race will encounter or meet these reenactors on the road. After the Legionnaires, Obelix Hike and Wine hiking start at 10, and then after this is actually not the last start, but in the morning this is the last start, and after this we will waiting for the arrivals of the first Legionnaires, Gladiators, and Centurions, and then also Emperors. After the Emperor, the winner of Emperor, the last two starts of the shortest distance at 4 o'clock, Asterix starts, and 4:30 Castro starts. Our ceremony is at 6 o'clock in the evening. Then there is also after party after the awards. I believe it will be around 8 o'clock on the main square. In the next day at 11, the award ceremony for Emperor and Centurion, and also this Vipava Valley all-time runner will be held. At 5 o'clock on Sunday, the event is finished. This you will check. This is the map of the event venue. We also prepared the QR code where you can click on, and then you will find the online map. You will find this race guide. You will find also live tracking links where you can follow the runners who has GPS with them. So this means Emperors and Centurion runners. Here are also a list of aid stations with the links. So you or your supporters can follow through this race guide and see where I don't know, Nanos, Vipava, Podortagora checkpoints are located. On the right side, you have cheering spots, the same with links, and also very useful park sites in Aidovština, parking place, where you can park your car and walk in Aidovština, because Aidovština is not so big city. You can walk in 10 minutes from one to another part of Aidovština. So check this carefully. Then security. So this is maybe one of the most important topic in UTVV. We take special care for security. Normally, obviously, you are running in the nature, and we try to make it as safe as possible. We will mark all the trails very carefully, and please follow the marked trails. Not if you don't see the trails, the marking on the trails, go back and find the last marking. Check the weather condition before the race. Now it's 14 days before the race, so we don't know what the weather condition will be. But in Vipava Valley, it can be actually, Vipava Valley is a Mediterranean valley, and it's normally hot in this period of hot or warm. But the surrounding is there are mountains, and it can be also covered with snow. So be prepared for the temperature span from 0 degrees to 25 degrees. Last year we faced severe weather with snowy mountains, so we had some challenges with security, and so it means that we implemented also winter kits, winter equipment. But we will talk about this later. So medical teams will be on the trails, mountain rescue service teams will be on the trails. So this is all the services that are there for you. And if they give you some instructions, please follow them. And they have full authority, I would like to say so, medical team and the mountain rescue team. Mobile phone is also very important for the security. It's mandatory for all the runners, and you need to have a fully charged mobile phone. This means you can see on the bottom of the site this emergency phone number. You will see it later, and you will also see it on your BIP number. Save it and please use it if in case of emergency, or even this number call you need to answer it. This is, let's say, the condition or the obligatory thing, so the organizer can reach you in any time, because maybe some things changes suddenly and we need to inform you. Maybe you actually failed the route, and the organizer wants you to steer you in the right direction. So take care that you are accessible to this number all the time. But yeah, you will go through. I believe all of you go through this site deeply, and if you have any question, you can ask me. I already mentioned that medical care, the medical staff and the mountain rescue service have full authority to stop you if they decide so. Maybe you look that you are not in good physical condition to them, or maybe because of the weather condition or decision that they take. So their decision is final. If we go on, technical description, most of the trails are single trails. Then it means 85%, then 10% of dirty road. Paved road is only 3 to 5%. It means it's paved or asphalt. These roads goes through the urban area, villages and towns. It depends on the distance you choose. If we are talking about technicality, the most technical part are the reach from Poderta Gora to Otlica. It means for legionnaires from 7 kilometers to 15, from 7 to 25 kilometers is quite technical for legionnaire race. And also for a centurion from 50 to 70, 80 kilometers, and the same for emperor. This is the mountain ridge, which is quite stony and with the karst terrain. So take care for your ankles when you're running, because the surface is not so smooth. Also, the descent from Kucel to Vitole, it goes to Emperor and Centurion on the kilometer, I think, 75. And then descent from Ostriberg This is also valid for Centurion Emperor, for Centurion on 98 kilometers, and for Emperor on 155 or 150, something like this. So the end of the race is this Ostriver. These are rocks and rocky terrain. There are also dangers when crossing the traffic roads. This will be well marked by our signs. So when you will see the signs, danger, traffic, take special care. Maybe they are not marshals, because on the long trails, when you are very alone, we are not in the big groups. There are possibility that they are not marshals from the organizers, but there will be signs, and take special care for the traffic. Then markings, I hope you see here on the left side it's a flag with the UTVV sign. On the right side it's the stripes, and these are the main two markings we are using for marking the trails. The marking will be placed every 30 to 40 meters. So if you lose the way and if you don't see the marking for, I don't know, 100, 200 meters, then you failed the track. So go back to the last markings. You will also see the signs, the direction signs, so left, right, and ahead. So you will, in the main crossroads, you will also see the signs for the direction. Dropouts, also actually we offer you dropout at the same designed checkpoints, so you can drop out at any checkpoints you want, but you cannot offer you the transport from Podortagora for Legionar, Malagora for Legionar, and Vitolia for Emperor and Centurion, because it's not accessible by car. So also take care for this. So if you drop out at Podortagora, you need to walk to Aidurcina by yourself, and the same for Malagora or Vitolia, out of the nearest road. The climate in April in Vipava Valley, as I mentioned before, it's normally very okay. It's like around 15 to 20 degrees, but it can be also extreme, like 30 degrees in case of very sunny and hot weather, or on the other side with -5 or around 0 and with snowy in the mountains. The specialty for Vipava Valley is also north wind. Bora it can blow also up or more than 100 km, but we strongly hope that it won't happen. In 10 years, never happened with this strong wind, which is it's also very dangerous for you on the ridge. We, as organizers, we will check the weather very carefully the last week before the race, and we will post notification and send you emails about any changes that may happen in case of bad weather. But we hope this year will be everything okay and different than last year. Cut-off times and transitions. So differently for each race. For Emperor, the first cut-off time is in Vipava at 50K. It's 12 hour and a half. Then Vitolia at 21 hour on 82 kilometers. Then Ceria on 33 hours on 121 kilometers. And Branik, the last cut-off time is 40 hours at 143 kilometers. And then the 46 is in Aidurcina at 17 on Sunday. Centurion has only 2 cut-off times. the same cutoff times in Vipava as Emperor, 12 hours and a half on 50K, and Buria, 26 hours at 96 kilometers. Gladiator has 12.5 hours at 50K and 16 hours in Isle of China. Legionnaire doesn't have any cutoff times, as well as Asterix and Castra. Obelix has a cutoff time, but here is no one is on Obelix, so problem. I'm joking. Okay, then we can go to transition packs. I don't know if you see this Zoom. I'm now moving. I think you don't see the command panel of Zoom. The transitions on the Emperor, we have two transition backs. For I believe all of you know what's transition backs. The Emperor runner has opportunity to store some personal things in the back, on the first and the second, and this bag will wait you on the outlets on the 63K and this area on the 121K. So it can be shoes, can be clothing, specific energy bars, I don't know, whatever you want. You will pack this at big distribution, and we will transport it to the checkpoints, to the transition checkpoints. The Centurion has only one transition back. It's at 63K on Outlica. And then, so here is also the reminder: do not place any valuable items in your transition bags, because we are not. We cannot guarantee anything, like don't place your money inside, because we don't have so accurate security in this. Then here you have BIP guide. So this is this year BIP. So it's surname with the flag of your country, emperor, the distance you are running. It's your number, then elevation graph, where you can see the all the checkpoints, the time limits, the transitions at the checkpoints, the course profile. And you also have here the emergency number we talked about before. Take special care for this emergency number. And what's very important for all of you, not only the one who the new one, it's how you place this BIP number. Please place it in front, not behind you. So behind placing is very dangerous for us, because we cannot track you very precisely. The machines are working like that. You have the antennas of our timing system is working properly when you have BIP number in front of you and not covered with the jacket. So maybe you are running between the checkpoints with this BIP number on the back, but when you are approaching the checkpoint with the timing system, this will be very well marked. Take care that you place your BIP number in front of you, so we can recognize that you are there. This is important for your timing and your results at the end, but it's even more important for our safety and your safety. So we know that you are in a race, still in a race, and you are pacing okay. And then if we go on, here we have this specific food at each station. So it's very, I believe it will be very interesting for you and valuable. It's okay, sport drinks, Coca-Cola, water, sparkling water, tea, Sudivita, it's like a vitamin drink, coffee, beer at specific, of course, 0% alcohol, specific at stations, magnesium, and then bananas, oranges, apples, pickles, olives, tomato, cheese, salami, bread, chocolate drops, salt, chocolate raisins, peanuts, salty snacks, Nutella, jam, pate, and also some. Okay, here is also hot meal at UTVV, in the Finnish area. But for this 10th edition, we also prepare some delicious for the longest runners, so the emperors in 110K runners, centurions, emperors, with pizza surprise at the first aid station, then nanos with pate, nanos with beer soup, vipava with cottage cheese strukli or dumplings in English. Then Otlitsa first transitions is actually meat lasagna, then vegan lasagna, gluten-free rice with asparagus. So quite a restaurant at Otlitsa. And then Malagora will greet you with crepes, s'more on scrambled pancake service. And then Vitolia with crepes, pizza, pasta, and or potato. These are up to Vitolia, and then we go on this side. So this is more for emperors, and from 100K on Prevela, you will also have polenta with cheese and herbs, eggs. Then Rojna Dolina will be with the normal food. Then Seria, the second transition and the second hot meal for the emperors. Barley stew with sausages or vegan gluten-free barley stew. Then Tabor they will cook potatoes and with cheese, and Branik Fatalia or egg omelets. Buria pasta and eggs, and in Planina for the last egg station will be served apple strudel. And then you will have 6K on mostly flat macadam road, so you can finish really satisfied, hopefully. So these are specialties for this year. For the first time, we are preparing a bit richer stations. Then, okay, you will run amongst 52 countries. So so starting from Argentina, and here is ending with Japan. I don't know all of the flags, but yeah, we are very happy and proud that 52 countries are coming in 14 days in Slovenia. A nice picture from Nanos, the first big climb for emperors and centurions and gladiators. Okay, these are general conditions, terms and conditions. I will go through all of them. Take care and read it carefully. But this is also on the left page. Maybe we can talk about mandatory equipment. Bib number always visible up front, and as I mentioned before, for all of the distances. Water bottle, camelback, battle, soft flask, up to Legionnaire, and then recommended for Asterix and Castra. Reusable cup for all of them. So this is also from the sustainable strategy. So survival blanket for up Emperor, Centurion, and Gladiator. First aid from Emperor up to Legionnaire. Wind jackets mandatory for Emperor and Centurion because they are running in the night, and recommended for Gladiator and Legionnaire, but it depends on the weather also. Whistle for the first longest one, the mobile phone we say for all from Legionnaire to Emperor, headlamp with a spare battery for the two Centurion and Emperor, and recommended for, or actually here mandatory for slower runners. It's negotiable. if the runner will run the last 10K in the night. Running shoes for, of course, for all of the runners are mandatory, and clothing suitable for the winter condition, as I mentioned before, from 0 to 30, but it's very dependable on the weather, which is during this week. Then energy food from Emperor to Legionnaire, and some protection is recommended, and the running pole is recommended from Emperor to a Legionnaire. You need to know that you need in the conditions before it was written that you are self-sufficient between the stations, so you need to have this energy food and water bottle, water supply for the not only 10K, but in some cases also 15 or even more K. So check the elevation of or the list of your aid stations and prepare yourself to be self-sufficient between the aid stations. This mandatory check will be mandatory equipment will be checked on the BIP desk, so BIP distribution desk on Thursday, Friday. So take care that you bring all of your equipment at the BIP distribution center. Before you will get the BIP, you need to show this mandatory equipment on the desk to our staff, and so take care of this. Also for those who have GPS trackers, bring also vests with you, because they will give you the GPS on the vests with a special packing. So there are list of prohibitions. Check it. Take care that you are in the right side. So BIP correctly placed correctly. I mentioned before. Obligatory equipment, using support within aid stations. This self-sufficient means you need to have your own food, your own water, your own everything on your back or on your vest, and it's not allowed that your supporters are supporting you during the or in between of the aid stations. So your support can help you on the aid stations, but not in between. Of course, taking shortcuts are not allowed. Also, a failure to follow the marked path, each runner must be recorded. You need to be recorded at the aid stations, and take special care to place your BIP number in front at the checkpoint, electric checkpoint at aid stations. So, very important, I mentioned before, you need to respond to organizer phone call. It's not because they don't have anything to do and they want to chat with you, but they have special messages to you. They want to warn you or something like this. So you need to respond to organizer phone call. Save a number like Race HQ or UTVV HQ, and answer the call, or maybe message. No insults or threats to organizer, volunteers, or fellow runners. Organizers means here volunteers at that station, medical teams, Monty rescue teams. No insults or threats. You can complain, but you need to do it properly after the race. Continue after the exceeding the time limit. So when you are out of the cutoff times, you need to quit the race. Disposal of the trash, it's prohibited. No, not even a mention using a transport during the race, or failing to assist the fellow runners. Something very understandable. During the race, you will be photographed by VTC Photo, so you can order after the race immediately, or some of them already ordered the photo packages, and you will get photo packages and also some videos in these packages. So when you see the invitation from VTC Photo, this is our third partner who will provide you immediately after the race with the, I think, around 50 to 60 photos. So liability, I think you already read this before you sign up the race, but here is also these complaints we mentioned before. You can complain if you think that there was some misunderstanding, or you don't, but you need to do it properly. So you need to complain. Here is a deposit of complaint, and you need to appeal and review by the organizing committee, which is race director, technical director, and so on. So in the proper way. For the first time, we are also would like to empower women. Not for the first time, but now for the first time that we wrote down and that our woman is more, how to say, empowered and feel safe during the race and supported. So so that's why we have some topics that we'd like to emphasize. So for the women, there will be special transition point at Nanos, not only outlet science area, as you see before, for the Centurion and Pero race, it's for all of the runners is transitions at outlet science area, but for our women Centurions and our women Emperors, there will be also bonus transition at Nanos. So you will be asked if you want to place additional back at Nanos. There will be a dedicated women-only transition station, as I mentioned, and also some women stuff like sanitary pads, tampons, and refreshing wet wipes. This will be marked at that station, so you will have your own space at these stations. Like restroom facilities, the same, the separated one, and also the toilets will be separated. So we would like empower you and would like that you feel safe on the road. And then we go on. By the way, is there any question? I see there is 11 messages. Alex, do you have any?
Yeah, they all replied. They're all replied, so it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. So actually, this was the general rules, general descriptions. Here we have the Emperor description. I won't read it because then we can stay here through the night. You can do it by yourself after the webinar. But yeah, here is the map of the race, starting in Ajdovština, where is my cursor, and then you are going here. It's not the first station, it's the last station, so you will pass. And here is the first station you see here on the elevation graph. And Loge after 13 kilometers, then 11 Podnanos, then this big uphill to Nanos. Then after Nanos, 17K of downhill to the Vipava, which is first time limit. You see here the time limits. You see the transition backs options here on Outlets. With these icons, you have here the legends. So at stations with food and drinks, at station with the hot meal transition back and time limit. I think it's very clear, and you can check it in peace when you're preparing for this big journey. So date, distance 162, elevation, time limit, cut-off time, 13 at station, start time 7 o'clock in the evening. Also lowest point 58 I believe somewhere here in an Italian border, and the highest on 1,264 at Nanos. Here is also a list of the aid stations. Such I already went through from Ayduchen, Lože pod Nanos, and so on. What's maybe worth to mention here is that you will have GPS here. All of Emperor runners will have GPS, and you will get this GPS at the BIP distribution center. So you will be shown how to use it, where to place it, and the GPS tracker.
Actually, Bostian, Tommy can jump because he's here. He can jump and explain about the GPS. They want him to explain now.
Maybe if Tommy are you here?
Yeah, he's here, so he can jump. So Tommy, unmute yourself and obviously switch on the video, and we will pin you. I will pin you now. Tommy? Well, he was here.
Okay, maybe he will come. Tommy, if you are here, you can you can start presenting this because it's your topic here. If not, then we can go on. So
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
I'm
you.
sorry, the microphone didn't work. I can jump in, yes, but can I share my slides?
1 second. Give me 1 minute. I'll make you.
I will just stop.
All right. So you can share the screen, Tommy.
Okay. Host disabled participant sharing. Screen sharing.
Just before the questions, because I get some questions. If you're asking questions, better so don't message me directly, but message it on publicly so we can all see. Because I don't know the answers to all the questions. So Nicola, I read your message, but if you have any other questions, please message direct the whole group, and we'll answer your questions later. I think we have 15 minutes left, so
Bostian, can you open the link in WhatsApp group? Because I cannot. I'm not allowed to share the screen.
Okay.
No, you. Wait, sorry, Tommy. So you can share it now.
Okay. I send the request.
Done something with AI?
Yes.
Okay. Can you share it?
Okay, now.
Yeah, we can see it.
You can see now my PowerPoint.
So Tommy is obviously part of UTV. I mean, he jumped on the call now. I mean, he was before, but I mean, we didn't introduce. So Tommy is part of the team. He's responsible for all the security, the GPS, obviously. So he'll go through and explain the instructions for the GPS.
Okay, so all the Emperors and Centurion runners will be provided with the GPS device. And it will be used to track and locate you in case of an emergency. And the benefit is also that your friends can follow you through the race. And we will share a link for the page where they can follow you. It is mandatory to keep the device on and with you during your whole race. And at the end, you have to return your device to the organizer at the finish line, or if you abandon the race before, then give it to the staff on the aid station or the driver who will drive you to the finish. GPS trackers will be handed at the registration desk, so bring your backpack so that we can help to put it in the best possible place on your backpack. And when you receive the tracker, just help us check that the GPS tracker number and your BIP number are the same, so that there is no mistake. We'll also help you store the GPS tracker correctly. The best position is on the outside pocket with LED lights facing outwards, and best on the top of the backpack on your shoulder is the best position, so that the satellite can see you. And very important is that you do not cover the tracker with other stuff. That means clothes or other metal parts, or life blanket is also a thing that does not help with the signal. We will give you also the plastic bag for the tracker so that it doesn't get wet. And it's best to use the separate pocket for GPS tracker so that it does not fall out, that you don't lose it when you pick the clothes from your backpack or something like this. So the tracker looks like this one on the picture. We will turn it on when we hand it to you at the registration. That means it can be also on Thursday or Friday morning, but the position will not be recorded until the 10 minutes before the start of the race, of your race. So there are 3 LED lights on the tracker. The left one is yellow, and it represents the mobile signal. When it's solid, then the tracker has the mobile signal. When it's blinking, then it's searching for a signal. The middle one is for battery. It just turns on when it's low. And the right one is blue, and it represents the GPS signal. So if it's solid blue, it's okay. And if it's flashing, then it's searching for the satellite. And this big button is to turn the tracker on. So the system is like, if you press it once, it turns on. But to turn it off, it's more complicated, so that you do not turn it off by mistake. You have to press it in very even intervals of half a second for 5 times. Because sometimes it happens that the tracker freezes, or if you don't have a signal for a very long time, the tracker has to be reset. In most cases, it can be done remotely by an organizer, but in some cases, it has to be done manually. And also the staff on the aid station will help you with this, or we'll call the aid station. They will stop you and help you reset the tracker. So here on the right is just a sample of how the web page to follow you looks like. It also explains all the functionality, but you will find out when we share the link. So that's it, and we hope that we don't need to use this for emergency, but just to help your friends track you. See you at the registration.
Thank you very much, Tommy. Yeah, Bastian, do you want to answer? Nicola is asking a question just to get the questions out of the way. She's from Aydışuna, actually, and she's asking where the start-finish line is.
Who is asking?
Nicola Kitik.
From Aydışuna?
Yeah.
No, from the finish line is in Lauicu, maybe she knows where it is. But yeah, I can go on with the presentation. Jean asked about the GPX files. I believe everything is updated right now on the web page. And if anything, as I already wrote down in the message, if there will be some changes, we will let you know if there is some updated GPX on the web. So maybe Tommy, you can
stop sharing the screen.
Stop sharing. I can go on with the race guide, and yeah, Tommy, if you have anything to add, super. If you can add, especially here for Emperor. You mentioned this GPX file, GPS trackers. It's very important for the safety.
Yeah, the best thing is that the runners put their GPX file on their watch and help them follow the path.
Yeah, I believe all of you emperors and centurion has a watch with yourself, and if you follow also the GPX file on your watch, it's increased safety in case of foggy weather, foggy conditions. You still can follow the watch if you can follow the marking. But on the other side, there is a Tommy who will call you. As I mentioned before, there will be a call from organizers. This organizer is a Tommy behind the phone, and they want to Tommy or his colleagues in the office will want to steer you on the right way if you are out of the way. So if we go on, so we mentioned these 8 stations with the 2 transitions free for the women. Then here is the page for your supporters. They can support you on this cheering points, and you have also here the fast and the slow runners time. So this is estimated time when the first runner will be on loge, let's say at 8 o'clock, 1 hour will or roughly 1 hour from Ajdovština to Ložen, and then we are expecting him in Ajdovština at 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. And this is our chocolate Scarpa then Centurion, Scarpa UTVV 110K, and starts the same in Ajdovština. Actually, the first let's say 80K are the same as Emperor, and then they are at Vitovle station. They are turning left and crossing the valley, and again joining the Emperor track, and the last 15K. The time limit, as mentioned before, 12.5 on Lipava, and Börje 26K. Börje is here. And the transition back is here on Otlica. And the woman transition back is here on Nanos. Again, the same thing with the GPS. You will have also GPS trackers with you. Here are also the cheering points with the expected time. Here is also marked what's accessible by car, what's park and walk. This park and walk means 5 to 10 minutes walk, and not accessible by car means that if you want to go to Malagora, you will need to walk, I don't know, half an hour. Here, Vitovle, you will need to walk 20 minutes, Nanos, 2 minutes, Ajdovština, 2 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, the most remote is Malagora. Then Gladiator Collector 60K. Here you have the same start in Ajdovština. Then the first checkpoint in Lože, the same as Centurion and Emperor. And then this uphill to Nanos, you see here, and then downhill to Vipava, and short uphill, and then finishing in Ajdovština. You will have also here the water station for the last 13K. So nothing special, I guess, on this Gladiator. And here on the 30K Legionar, these are the track of Legionar. This is different. So we are starting in Ajdovština, and you are going toward north, and in the mountains above Ajdovština, you will have your first station at the beginning of the ridge. I mentioned before the most technical parts are this ridge. So means technical, it's quite rocky and grassy. We will try to cut the grass as much as possible, but still in the night. Okay, not for legionary, but for emperors and centurions in the night, it can be tricky because of the stones in the grass. And then, from Modlica here up to here to Malagora, which is not accessible by car, as I mentioned before. So you need to walk from here to here. And then from Malagora, it's a steep descent down to Ajdovština. So for the legionaries also, this is quite tricky in terms of ankles and some possible injuries on the downhills. Okay, at stations, Podorta Gora and 7K, Otlica 13, and Malagora 23. Altogether 32K with 1,700 elevations, but here is no cutoff times. Again, here the symbols of accessibility of car and the expected time of the first and the last runner. Then we are now going to 15K Asterix, which is held in the valley. So starting in the same place as all the rest races, but then going in the lowland, bit uphill, and here is the first aid station, but the second aid station is the same as Emperor and Centurion aid stations, final aid stations. So you will meet here Emperors and Centurions from the very long journey, and you can run together with them in the finish line. And the same with the shortest distance, which is Castra run. Then actually now it was changed to 12K, and yeah, it's the same, but just skip this uphill here. So it's one's at stations, and you are joining the longest distances here on the Napoleon Bridge, and running in this finish line together with the Emperor, Centurion, and Asterix. I think this is all about the mention Kids Run. It's on Friday. So all of you who has kids, you can come with kids on Friday at 17. And yeah, we have a really big kids run from 200 to 400 kids are running 2 hours, 5 to 7 o'clock before the Emperor starts, and it's really good atmosphere there, lots of energy, of course, with kids and happy parents and family, grandparents. So you are welcomed to come together with the whole family for this weekend. And of course, Obelix, no one is here, but Obelix started at 10 o'clock. It means they are walking with the guides. Two guides will be there. 5K to the wine cellar, have a wine tasting, food tasting, and then the one who can come back by themselves will walk back 5K in the finish line and cheering to other runners. Some of them they need transport back, but this is all normal. And this is it. And yeah, I think we are at the end. These are our partners, our local communities who are supporting us.
Amazing. So do we have any questions? If you have any questions, you can comment, type your question, or you can unmute yourself and switch on the camera, and you can ask any questions you want. We'll do a quick one because obviously it's well, wherever you are, 7, 6, 8. If you don't have any questions, you can obviously email. But hey, warriors, you made it. It's 2 weeks left. I guess tappering will start next week. Well done on all your hard work, because obviously to run a race like UTVV takes a lot of work, dedication, and that's what warriors are made from. So I admire your dedication and your determination, even being here. It's 2 weeks out. You're here on the webinar, listening to the race briefing. So from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best in 2 weeks. And I'll see you at the finish line. And if you see me, by the way, I'll be there at the finish line. Come and talk to me. I'll hold the camera, so don't be shy. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and I'll leave it to Bastian to close.
Thank you, Alex. Maybe I just checked. There was some question. What is the most suitable time to come to the starting line? I think if you are asking Micha for a pair, I think it's very interesting to come at 5 in the afternoon, because there is a really good atmosphere on the Lauček Square.
I made a mistake. I apologize. I forgot which is the name of the race, so I apologize. I'm running first time for the 30K, so I will drive 150 kilometers to get to Ajdovština, and I don't want to be too late, but not much too early. So what's the most suitable time to be there in Ajdovština?
But you need to make a beep pickup on Saturday morning.
So if I come if I arrive to Ajdovština 9 a.m., is this okay?
I think it will be a bit too late.
Too late? Okay.
Yeah, 1 hour before we have
1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, we have 9:30 the start of Legendar. So
Yes,
if you are here at 8:30, I think you have enough time to.
Because I need to collect the number, of course, and everything.
Yeah, the beep pickup.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And congrats for everything you're doing. As said, I attended some others, but this is really great. So looking forward to it.
Super. Thank you. Thank you.
I will just add one last thing, because a lot of times with this race, the fellow runner, don't try anything new on obviously on the race day. Don't try new nutrition and stuff, because obviously, sometimes it's easy to try new stuff and say, let me experiment, or new gear. Somebody asked the question before, they can buy stuff from the expo. Obviously, yes, you can buy a lot of stuff, but I've made that mistake in the past. I tried new things and I failed. A lot of times it leads to DNF because of a silly mistake. So I'd highly recommend, don't try anything new. Stick to what you've practiced, trained for the past year or 6 months, however you trained, because we want you guys to finish. We want you to cross that finish line and be a finisher of UTVV, be a warrior. You are already, but to get the medal and have that pride in you that you have accomplished something amazing, and you challenged yourself, and you've proven not to anyone else but to yourself that you signed up, you run it, you finished it, and yeah, you should be proud. So highly recommend, don't try anything new, because I see so many runners try new stuff, and myself included, in my when I started trail running, and it's like it just leads to a bad outcome. So I hope it helps, and yeah.
Yeah, maybe just for the closing, today we present you this race guide. We will publish this race guide today in the evening, so you will have time to download it, to read it carefully, to prepare carefully, and make sure that we will observe the weather conditions, all the conditions, and we'll let you know if everything will be changed. So just follow us on the socials, in emails, and see you in 14 days. And wish you a good preparation and a lot of courage on the starting line.
There are 2 more questions.
Yeah.
You can always, but I think we can answer them quickly. Somebody, Patty, asked if terrain is very technical for Gladiator. I'm deciding on which shoes to wear. Well, the shoes that you know best.
No, for Gladiator, it's not so technical, so it's mostly runnable. The first uphill is a big one, but it's not a technical one. So I think the running, it depends on the wet conditions. If there is very muddy, so you need to make some changes, but otherwise, in technical aspect, it's nothing special.
Gunnar, you're asking if it's too crazy to carry a pair of shoes with you. What kind of backpack are you carrying? That's the first question. So you're asking if a pair of lighter shoes for the flat areas for the last phase of the race. I signed up for the 60K. Personally, I wouldn't do that
No.
because that's too crazy.
Yeah.
You'll just, yeah, it's crazy. Don't do that. Another, oh wow. Another question, is it too late to arrive at 15 hours on Asterix? That's Bostian.
Which hours?
Nicola is asking, is it too late to arrive at 15? I assume 3 o'clock on Asterix.
I guess it will be too late because of the closing, the BIP pickup.
Yeah.
I think that the Asterix starts at
Open until
open until 3, Anya. Is it
Yes.
correct? Yeah, it's too late. So come at least half an hour before.
Fantastic. Warriors, thank you so much. Any questions you have, do email, follow us on social, Instagram, wherever you are. And look, it's 2 weeks out. So I'll see you in 2 weeks at the start line and just enjoy. Take it all in and enjoy the nature because it's stunning. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places I ever visited in my life, without exaggerating. And every time I go there, I feel rejuvenated and inspired by nature because you get to connect with such beautiful nature. And obviously the race itself, the people there are amazing. I might be biased, but it's great. So thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you for everything.